Hi everyone, so this is an eye review for Creedy. Here what we see is we see a true blue eye, and the way you can tell is definitely on the outside of the iris. You can see the fibers, you can see lots of parts that is blue, but around the pupil we see a very heavy dark brown. In this eye you can specifically see the difference in color changes, very significantly, and that just shows you that um, I don't know what kind of foods you're eating, but it is really congesting your GI, and it's gonna start to come more and more towards the organs. So if you keep on this path, I don't mean to scare you, but if you keep on this path, you're gonna start to see problems with your health, and that's just because of all of the toxicity that's gonna start to go towards your organs, and you already probably are seeing it in some areas. I do see it a lot in the head area. So if you're having headaches, other problems that basically not your mind, your brain not functioning to the level that you want it to. That's probably the one of the reasons. Well, this is the reason why, is because you have the potential, but you're not allowing it to work as good as it could because it's gunked up, for the lack of a better word. um, and how you're saying that you said in the email that you have oily skin. Listen, I have oily skin myself, or I had oily skin, and I didn't realize what it was. So if you're having acne, just oil, all of this is that stuff that's coming into your body. It's trying to get out. And I know, honestly, I know it kind of sounds bizarre after, hearing for years that, oh no, it's just the dirt, it's just your skin type. Okay, forget about all this stuff you've been hearing for years and years. Just honestly, because it's I mean, I don't want to be the one to tell you, but it's all kind of been a lie, and that's what I've realized, that I had acne all my life. Ever since I became a teenager, I had acne, and I had oily skin. My eyelids were so oily before that I had trouble putting on like eyeshadow, that it would smear at the end of the day. And you know um, all of this stuff, like, it's all because of the diet. Once I started to eat the right foods, well, at first it started to come out even more because it was detoxing, but now I don't, like, I might have, for example, if I work out, I'll have like sweat, in meaning like my, like, my armpits would be like wet, but there's no odor associated with it. Do you know what I mean? Also, like, I used to have a very oily face. I don't have that anymore. You know, it's all of that stuff, all of this gunk. I used to have acne. I don't have it anymore. It's not that I'm not to say that I never get oily. If, like, all day at the end of the night, there might be some oil, especially if I'm like sitting in front of hot lights or something like that. Then I might have some oil, but I had oil all the time. Like, it was really bad, and this is just not there anymore. So all of this stuff that you're experiencing is completely because of the diet. And once you change your diet, you will see it start to go. But just gotta keep in mind the fact that it will get worse a little bit before it gets better, because all this stuff that's kind of stuck under your skin needs to come out. So it's gonna start to be coming out when you start to clear up your diet. And that's what happened to me. So if you go to fruits and people say like, oh well, I went to fruits and I started to get acne. Yeah, because all that stuff is coming out. Your body is saying, yes, finally, let me get rid of it. So, and then, but the person gets scared and then they stop, right? So, oh, that's all I'm saying. Don't get scared. And, like, all of these symptoms that are common that people sometimes report, like hair falling out. Like, my hair started to fall out when I changed to the raw food diet, or not even fully raw. I'm like 80% raw. Still started to fall out, and then it stopped. And for everybody, it stopped. So all of these symptoms are really temporary, and I don't know what they have to do with, but they kind of start and then they stop. And then afterwards, you have, like, I have much better hair structure now. I have much better, just everything. Everything is better you know it's so just like this diet, it's not about just changing your eye from one color to another. It's honestly just changing how your um like how you feel, how you look, how you feel, how your body is functioning. If you're not gunked up, you think clearly, you have more energy, you are you look better, right? So I had wrinkles because, like, I guess I was also like not drinking enough water, but it wasn't water specifically. I wasn't eating enough fruits. And you know how we always hear, you're not drinking enough water. We need to all be drinking water. Well, it's not like you see monkeys in the forest sitting there next to, a water well drinking water all day. They don't need to because they're eating so much fruits that contain water. And when we're eating, our sad little sandwiches, then you're not getting enough water, and that's when you start to look dehydrated. So I got like more wrinkles and all of this kind of stuff. It all goes away. You're probably too young for that, but just saying that, like, the benefits of changing to this lifestyle as much as you possibly can, like, you don't have to go to 100% raw, but doing more than 50% raw really does change your eyes, your lifestyle in every single way. That's positive. Like, there's nothing negative here. The only thing I kind of found a little bit disheartening when it comes to raw food change, well, and again, I'm not fully raw, but as raw as I am, is that you don't really lose weight. I'm sorry to say, I don't know what these people are like. Oh, if you do raw food, you're gonna be like anorexic, you're gonna be super skinny. I don't know. I'm not seeing any of that, so I'm telling you, fruit still has a lot of calories. So the weight that I was when I started this is the weight that I am now. Nothing changed. So that's kind of the only thing. But I wasn't overweight to begin with, so that wasn't an issue. I think if I was overweight, I'd probably lose some, but so that was just the only thing. But anyways, but going back to your eye, I think that it's what I'm seeing here is it's really gunked up around the pupil, which is your GI. So whatever you're eating, it's really hitting your GI hard. And it's just toxified. Maybe, and it seems like it's been like that over the years because this kind of buildup doesn't happen overnight. So it seems like you systematically have been eating foods that are highly acidic, such as meats, maybe dairy, all the time, like junk foods, or maybe just meats and dairy. Sometimes people get this kind of result from eating, not eating junk or processed foods, but eating, like homemade foods, but are just the wrong to the species, meaning that we're eating too much meat, too much, even too much grain, right? That, the body just can't process that much, and even though it's made well, it's still not right for our species as humans. So I hope this kind of covers everything. And you'll start to see it improve, and please send me updated pictures if you do decide to do this journey. See how it looks in 6 months, and start to kind of this overall see how your eyes change, see how your overall, how you feel changes, and all of this kind of stuff. But you should see improvements. Thank you for sending me your eye pictures. If you guys would like me to review your eyes, I'll link that down below. I also have a good book for sale of how to go from a regular diet to a raw food diet. I'll link that below as well. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.